£61,000. Phillip Schofield opens up about being gay.
Heavy rain and gusts of wind reaching more than 90 miles per hour brought widespread flooding and travel disruption as Storm Ciara hits the UK. Trees with toppled, buildings were damaged and some homes had to be evacuated as rivers burst their banks. Thousands of people are without electricity and sporting events have been cancelled due to the weather. Airlines have also cancelled hundreds of flights, while several rail firms urged passengers not to travel. Ferry passengers also face delays and cancellations, and drivers have been warned to take extra care. Large parts of the UK are covered by an amber warning for very strong winds, with the Met Office advising that large waves in coastal areas and flying debris could cause injuries. Sporting events called off because of the adverse weather included Manchester City's Premier League match against West Ham. Western Power Distribution says 12,779 of its customers in the East and West Midlands, the South West and South Wales, did not have any electricity. One journey was made easier by Storm Ciara. However, a British Airways flight made the fastest subsonic New York to London flight as it rode a jet stream accelerated by the storm.
The number of people infected by the coronavirus in the UK has doubled to 8 after 4 more patients in England that tested for positive for the virus. It comes to the government announced with new powers to keep people in quarantine to stop the spread of the virus. In order to do this, the Department of the Health has described the coronavirus as serious as it and imminent threat to the public health. The overall risks level to the UK remains moderate. There have been over more than 40,000 cases of the virus globally, mostly in China. The total number of deaths in China is now 908. Public numbers of newly affected people per day has established.
Buyers had to spend more than a penny to snap up this Victorian toilet block. Public toilets in Bridgend were put up for auction by the local council in the hope the building could be redeveloped and brought back to life. The block in Derwent Road has been closed for years but sold on Sunday for £61,000, more than twice the guy's price. Auctioneers Paul Fosh said it was one of the most unusual lots it had handled. Bridgend Council is the latest authority to put disused public toilets under the hammer in a bid to raise funds and turn derelict buildings into businesses. Across Wales, a number of former toilet blocks have been given a new lease of life as cafes, bars, restaurants and shops. One in Rhondda County has been turned into a miniature home, while another disused block in Newport is now a tiny theatre. In 2017, a former convenience block was sold in Merthyr Tydfil for £37,000, 6 times the asking price.
Phillip Schofield has admitted he knew he was gay when he got married in 1993 and tried to get some press his sexuality until his bombshell announcement. The popular television presenter came out in an emotional statement posted on Instagram on Friday morning, followed by the appearance on ITV This Morning when he was interviewed by his co-host Holly Willoughby. Schofield said he was on a programme that he felt guilty about the pain and upset he had caused the family, but he admitted he had tried to suppress his sexuality throughout his marriage to his wife. Stephanie Lowe, he told The Sun on Sunday, "I admit I was perhaps a bit naive, but when he got married, it was a joyous time. It wasn't a consideration in my head. I was so happy when he had the girls and then bringing them up." The 75-year-old, who was received with widespread support from fellow celebrities since his announcement, said he thought he might be bisexual until he realised and started coming to terms with being gay. He told the paper decision to come out became the most emotionally painful time in 27 years of marriage, during which he has his wife made his 2 daughters, Holly and Ruby. Schofield has praised and thanked them Instagram stories of his. Mother Pat, 83, hailing his decision to come out at the inspiring of his This Morning and Dancing on Ice co-host, Schofield said, "Holly has been incredible, so supportive, so kind." Schofield told his newspapers that his wife had known he was gay for a while and insisted that he loved her just as much as when they first met. Schofield said he did not know if his marriage would last and declined if he was in a relationship with a man.
And that was the latest news for Monday the 10th of February 2020. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Abercarn Studios on tomorrow's edition of Good Day Abercarn. We'll have all the latest news from this year's Oscars. We'll see you tomorrow.